Yo, I'm in my own lane, sliding with my hands. So I'm watching for them suck ass niggas at the septic. Bitch trying to run game with me. You not that clever. I do it for the love, baby. And I do it for the cheddar. The 38 special. 1911, all grown, like it's good. Fuck you all. Gasoline, they got me floating like the eagle feather. 360 degrees, nigga. My whole meta, physical, and I'm jealous. These niggas is overzealous. The shy fella, listen to Mella. I crush beats, face the East Bank. Units, I'm in the Vegas suite. I'm shell told. You need, check my whole personality. One day I'm a good guy. Next thing I'm thinking is fatalities on one of you bozos. Money make the world go. You know, keep spinning like a yo-yo. Black flight from the go-go. Oh, me and the Momo, way past so. Fatter than your latest state in it. You know I'm in this bitch like a Percy. 079, what a attack you to search me. Put my weapon into it. Else, so I keep stepping. Nigga is still repping. Nigga is killing noise to the dick. Y'all the streets love peace in this man.
I got love for you watching them hips when you move it. God said your body a gift, you should use it. My ex-girlfriend, she missed, she really stupid, but your ex-boyfriend is a bitch. The nigga blue is something good about you. I can feel it in my soul. I love how you get down and I like the way you roll. We equally provide when we taking care of home. I appreciate you, baby. I'm just hoping that it shows. What's up?
I know I can't be without you. Even trying to be without you. I know I can't be without you. Without my baby, without my baby.
You everything to me, girl, I tell you all the time. Always had a thing for you since about 9. Remember you would come around and nigga always chase you. When we was only kids, in the future I would date you out of all the girls. You the only one who knew me. We got the kind of love you only see in the movie. Let me love you to the end, baby. Things that never change. We already got married and I still feel the same. What's up?
I know I can't be without you. Even trying to be without you. I know I can't be without you. Without my baby, without my baby.
You like the way I kiss you, you like the way I touch. Every time we finish, girl, your body on hush. We run it in the ground like it's going out of business. We do it for the pleasure, but it's only with the missus. Can you handle it, baby, when I give it to you rough? But a freak like you, girl, you never get enough. To me, you everything in the world, that's real enough. Even if you wasn't my girl, would you give it up?
I know I can't be without you. Even trying to be without you. I know I can't be without you. Without my baby, without my baby. I know I got love for you, baby. I know I got love for you, baby. I know I can't be. I know I can't be without my baby.
Is strong, floss together. Can't a hater tell us we wrong. Jealous, get on. Flee from the wifey and me. We about to shit on the world and live trife as can be. We gon' shine. Baby mama, earth for my roots. Looking gorgeous as ever. Been in love since our youth. Each other's boo. Love it when you let me have my way with it. Throwing it back. We all night and all day with it. Damn, they overlay in it. Natural chemistry. Our mixture is perfect. Like Coca-Cola hit with Hennessy. My pain's best remedy. Lovable best friend to me. Just us and the Most High, we something like the Trinity. You give me strength to forward on in this crazy world. Just the thought I'm holding on with my baby girl. To gaze in your eyes, tell you how much I'm in love with you, love, but my bugaboo, there'll never be another you. The unity between us is solid and indestructible. Bond is unbreakable, sexing is sensational. The vision of your birth and my youngest is inspirational. Someone to cater to, love and fear the creator who shined on you. And got these jealous bitches hating you, want to trade a place with you, geeking to have what you got, angry that you really in love, and they ass is not. Continuity, humbleness over scrutiny, the best part about us is feelings we share mutually. Forever true to me, prettier than your beauty be. Without you by my side, there's no more this earth can do with me. Your silent loving ways drive a thug wild. Now come and give me some, let's make another love child. Down to her poo-poo, penetrate that passionate fruit and go cuckoo. Know how to do you, always coming when I pursue you. The love guru, when we at it, it's so crucial. Openly choose you over the world, fuck them all. Shorty ain't a reason to mingle when I know your love got me. It's incredible, mama told me say never, but I'm telling you, I'll never have you outside of my schedule. I want the best for you, some baked fish with steamed vegetables. Beach house chilling with your king laid up next to you. You get your blessings too, you deserve it. You've been forever true, exceptional, kind of woman. Yeah, I confess to you, we so connectable. Being apart is unacceptable. Most respect for you, only woman I show affection to. Know I recognize your love for me. I dedicated this song, our ghetto love story. Acknowledging your love for me. What we got is time for another ghetto love story.
Excuse me, lady, what's your name? Your beauty is to blame. The reason I approached you this way. And if it's cool, baby, it's okay. My numbers we exchange. Maybe we can go and kick it today. My top's down, I'm fresh. Oh yeah, toes and nails painted red, and your body's like the sun in the flesh. I wanna know if you can let your guard down. Relax for a while. Let's turn this day to night. You and I, girl, you fly. Baby, we don't have to be complicated. It's as easy as we make it. We don't have to be complicated. There's no break. As we make it. Yeah, we ain't got to complicate it. Cause them niggas that been chasing you gon' really hate it. I know them niggas in your past hate to see you take it. But put that bullshit aside, I wanna see you naked. Yeah. Said I've been on my business to be trying to get it. And baby, is a queen, miss independent. And baby, you look good in that sundress. Love the way your body move in that sundress. And baby, you a star. Baby, you a star. Shining bright, girl, you are everything I need. You everything that I want. I love everything I see. Cause baby, you a queen. Baby, you a queen. And baby, I'm your king. And ain't no in between. Ain't no in between. Ain't no in between. Gasoline and some crown. Tonight is going down. I'm so glad you chose to be here today. Got me proud, looking so damn pretty. Let's roll through the city. Give you all of my attention today. My top's down, I'm blessed. Oh yes, toes and nails painted red, and your body's like the sun in the flesh. I wanna know if you can let your guard down. Relax for a while. Let's turn this day to night. You and I, girl, you fly. We don't have to be complicated. It's as easy as we make it. We don't have to be complicated. Oh, there's no break. Oh, it's as easy as we make it.
wonder what it's like to live in the jungle. Lion, tigers, and bears, snakes, and scorpions. Can you take this shit serious? Serious as it is. When it's fuck, how you feel? Better get it how you live. When killers retaliate every enemy possible, surviving lives on a hard pill to swallow. God bless the child that can hold his own. That means taking care of your family till your kids are grown. If loyalty is royalty, some of us broke as fuck. Blood thicker than water, but still, who can you trust? They say that you to blame, ran your name in the mud. You a soldier, he was trained, he was ready for war. The president smoking, fucking bitches in the White House. Stomping in the Air Force Ones into the lights out. King of high yourself, they say you dangerous and woke. You know we greedy for these beats, so they say we creep slow.
Woke is the new sleep, shallow is the new deep. Cheats every news week, silence is the new speech. Cool like a fan, but on the other hand, I'm a nympho, so I like to fuck what they saying. Fuck an amp and a pan, they both kicking the can. Two homeless motherfuckers that ain't took back they land. Ain't no need to take a seat, want you to overly stand. Listen up and pour a cup, while I rock like a band. Fuck a chief in a trap, I like feeling the vibe. Man, tucking all that pride and see it's just a divide. But you fuck with white girls and you push genocide. And Jennifer, the only one you call for a ride. I was fucking with that shit, but now my feelings have died. And all my women spoil like my package expired. My discernment like a tooth with the feeling inside. Cause I'm here to tell the truth, fuck what you feeling inside, nigga.
This that prolific, spiritual individual. Grab your bitches, they follow him everywhere he go. My aura code, the shit I'm kicking like Sub-Zero. Most niggas playing it simple, we keep shit popping like teenage pimples. Y'all niggas lack credentials, overlapping most uniques with meditation, elevation, fundamentals. It's official, like a ref with a whistle. I won't pick up my dribble, she look me in the eyes, open up the eyes to say, play monkey in the middle. The woman's my favorite riddle, high charisma in my temple. She get real experimental with her mouth on my pillow. Guess my lap is her pillow. She have fun giving me brain. That's real fundamentals. Give me some. Get you one. I'm a chosen one to overcome any spiritual war. I know I already won. Plus my high vibration surpassing all you bums, nigga.
Yeah.
Hello, 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 everybody. Can y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check. How's everybody doing in the building today? The Love Palace is back, y'all. We are back in action with the ships. Can y'all hear me down there in the chat? Let me know if you can't. If you can't, just throw a couple of hearts in there and let me know. I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to the chat. Sir Drop TV was in the building. Peace and love to you, King. Hey, Flat Power, Bronze Flat Power God, Mr. Don. Oh, that's a nice name. Okay, Mr. Don. Empress Sharon, Sister. The link is pinned. That's all I'm gonna say. Dangerous is in the. Excuse me, guys. I got allergies. Dangerous is in the building. Kelly is here up here on the panel with me, along with Blended Healing. Talk Your Talk Media is in the building. The network is in the building. True Daughter of Darkness. Let me see if I got everybody. Thank y'all for coming up to the second part of the ships, y'all. The Q&A. I appreciate you all for coming. Peace and love to you all. Let me go ahead and shout out my host and co-host, my Linda Healing. How are you today? And how's your mental health today? You know how we do it at the Love Palace.
Well, can you everybody hear me? Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Yes.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
Oh, hey, beautiful one. Hey, Kels. Salute everybody in the chat. Salute everybody. Thank you for coming through to the Q&A of the ships. What I'm the co-host over in this house, but I want to thank you so much graciously for sister goddess D of love for being who she is, authentically her. How's my mental health? Well,
Mhm.
next question. Um, yo, bitch, crazy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm good. I'm all right. You know, life is life. How you doing today?
I'm
How's your
good.
mental health?
My mental health is good. My physical, I'm adjusting to being down here in the south, so my allergies is a little acting up. But I got
Sure.
my healer down there. She taking care of me. And speaking of, let's welcome Kels. I would like for Sharon to hit the link if you can, Sharon. Hey Kels, how are you today, and how's your mental health?
Hey, 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 like that Albert would say.
Let's go.
Kels is in
To-
the building.
today I'm doing well. My mental health is depressed.
Oh,
I will say that I can acknowledge and meet myself where I am today. They're taking it one step at a time, one day at a time. It's a lot of things to work on, like you said. Life be life and we
Right.
got to roll with the punches. So hey, I'm here and I'm ready to overcome this too.
Let's go. And shout out to the enemies public. I don't think I mentioned him. Thank you, brother, for showing up. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all see what the network said right there. Just the ships, hit that like button, share and subscribe because it's free 99 people. That part is free 99. And if you do want to support the channel, you can do that as well. Empress Sharon says she coming. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get
salute,
started.
salute to the network, fam.
You already know. I was
Yes,
trying to play our
salute.
songs, but it started tripping. But I got to play Dangerous and Greedy. And then that young man that you guys always hear playing is our cousin, Bad Jackson. Check him out on YouTube. He got a lot of bangers. He's the lover in the house. He sings. He does our songs for all the lovers.
Yes, shout out
How?
to the network and Alan.
Hmm. All right, all right, ladies. So we are going to look at my cousin. She doing her job. My little cousin. She just put in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, Lonnie. Tell him to come on. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it started. So Kelly, since you are up here, I'm going to start with you. And Blended, thanks again for the start of this because that was a wonderful, wonderful subject. This is the subject that came. Hold on, y'all. We got somebody coming. Hello, Sharon.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello,
Hey,
sister.
sis.
Yes,
Hey,
stars.
Sharon.
I was trying to act a little shy. I said, let me get up here.
What?
She done called
Oh,
me out.
you
Oh
already
Lord, ain't nothing shy about Sharon. Oh,
okay.
I say that out loud. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. My bad. I'm going on mute.
Oh,
How are you
mm, mm,
today,
mm.
Sharon? How's your mental health?
Well, pretty good today. Pretty good.
Okay.
Had to get some sleep in, and I feel much better since I got some sleep in. But yes, it's been going pretty well. Mm,
All right. That's good to hear. Good to hear. So I'm gonna ask
mm,
Kelly first, and then we gonna get to you, Miss Empress Sharon. Y'all see the question.
mm.
Kelly, can you identify a relationship of convenience? We'll go ahead and start with that question first.
Can I identify? Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially after watching the playback, I definitely can say that I can identify what a relationship of convenience is, good and bad.
Hmm.
I think that I've been in both, just depends on where I was at in my life. Um, Past tense, I can say that, goodness, I may not have known it was a relationship of convenience. I may not have noticed it just because of the love aspect or the lust aspect of it. wouldn't allow me to see that it was for convenience, but I can definitely resonate with being able to identify. Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to do the follow up question yet because I want to get to that later. With you
Okay.
identifying that, how would you say, you said you have been in one and have been the
Yes.
convenience? So can you go elaborate for me?
So I can't say I was in a relationship. I was young, probably out of high school. And it's funny because the relationship was convenient because he was cute. Like that's kind of like he was cute and popular in school. And I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever dated a jock or ever had a relationship or been with somebody that was kind of, well known in school or in the community. It was kind of like if you got with that person, you kind of got the shine too. So it was like that for me was something that was convenient because the person liked me, I liked that person, and it was just like we got the attention. So in that aspect, um, it was totally that I was in it for convenience. I mean, well, I won't say totally because fell in love with this person, but after looking back of it, it was just for convenience because as we go further into this conversation, we'll get into what it looks like. But there were key components in there where I didn't see we met eye to eye for it not to be a relationship of convenience. And the flip side, being the person that I was in a relationship where I was the one the convenience was coming from, well, I think I'm a Cancer, so I have a nurturing spirit. And for some reason, I draw men that don't have kids. I'm not even sure why, but I think it is the motherly aspect in me that draws that. And I can't say I've been in relationships with a couple of men that have had mommy issues, and I can tell that they were with me just for the convenience of me being the nurturer or having that nurturing spirit. And so it was like, dang, I'm really here in a capacity just to nurture, not that it's going somewhere, but it's just that they wanted that motherly or they needed something in that space. So those are my two.
Okay. Blended, do you want to chime in? Did anything spark for you or you want me to go up? Shout out to Saudi Queen in the building. If you get a chance, Saudi, you already know what to do.
All right. So, answer to question one is yes, without elaboration,
Okay, okay.
as I may
I
incriminate myself.
did Kelly spark anything that she said with her?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay. Do
Okay.
you so what sparked with me is that was a total social from what we learned in uh your life, you're over there, that seemed to be like a social thing of convenience because she said it was a popular guy, it was a jock, and she was like, yeah, I got the jock. So to me that was just social. That's what came to my mind, just learning what I learned over at a talking to Blended and doing that live, that's what that was. It was for social gratification. So that is one of the signs of having a convenient relationship. So that's what sparked within me. So Sharon,
Yes. You know we too connected because Kels really took it
don't
off
try
the
it.
top of my
Don't
head.
try it. Don't try it.
No,
Can
we
you?
can look. It's all good. We can't help it, you know.
You right.
But
You right.
yes. When I think about it, I would say, I would say, and I'm speaking in general. I didn't hear, all of the content on Blended's channel. I came in kind of late, but so I'm just going off, what the question and what had been what I did here. But when I really think about it, I want to say in general that, a lot of the relationships are mostly based on convenience sake when we really look at it. And I think that's where the problem comes with a lot of the conflicts in relationships. It might be, oh, like she said, I like that person because they're popular or because they're handsome, you know, or they just a fun person to be around. Sometimes we choose those and not really look deep into that person, who they are, and if am I compatible with this person. So I would say, I've been in those situations, but not voluntarily, but it has happened. And I would say also that, I've been in relationships where I felt like, oh, it seemed like we got something in common, not really looking deep into who this person is, what they're about, and finding out more about them. And it have, caused it to be, I would say, somewhat toxic. So I believe it can be both. I think that it can be healthy being in a convenient relationship if it's a mutual agreement between the two people. Well, let's just pretty much be friends. You help me emotionally, or you help me in this way or that way. So I think it can go, either or. Yeah. If I answered
All
the
right, tag
questions
me
that
in. Tag me in.
Go ahead, Linda. Go ahead, because I'm up here trying to charge my computer. So right on time. Go ahead.
Mm,
All right, so I'm gonna tell you this. What if I
mm,
throw some stuff in the game and tell you that there's no such thing as a relationship of convenience? And I'll explain to you
okay.
why.
I
Talk
was
to
gonna
me,
say
yes.
Because
elaborate,
there's no way,
elaborate.
there's no way that you can be in a relationship with somebody and be sexually engaged and not have any type of emotions. I don't believe that.
Right.
I believe that
Okay.
when you are joined with somebody in that passion and in their love,
Mm,
all right, or I should say whatever that is or whatever you want to call it, there's no way that you're not feeling some type of tinge, twinge, or something when you see them with the next or vice versa. And
mhm,
because of the emotions that is attached to the action of sex. Now, if you're just, freaking out on somebody or whatever, I don't care what you say.
mhm.
Somewhere along the line, after one, two, or three times, some feelings done got caught up. I'm
So
just
go
saying.
get out my
So
mind because you know I
let
was
me
gonna
ask
say.
you a question.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead. Salute
Um,
AP. He's
do you
1983.
feel like, cause I agree with what you said, there's definitely gonna be some kind of emotion involved if you get physically involved. But my
Mm-hmm.
thing is, can it also be a convenience sake, because it don't necessarily just because you physically involved, and yeah, those emotions are there, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a relationship of love or whatever.
All right.
And go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
Keep going. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep
And
going.
Hey, Tiara.
I
Peace and
know
blessings,
in the
Tiara.
past I have told myself that, because I've noticed, when you get physically involved with someone, yeah, those emotions are there. And sometimes when you get involved like that in the beginning of a relationship, it's hard to connect. Um with, if you really have something compatible with that person, or what the relationship really is about, because those emotions get um kind of block things or whatever, I would say.
Uh, in the
And
words of young M.A., I don't care. I'm coming for that ass. I don't care. It all sounds good in theory, but at the end of the day, I don't
Mhm.
care. Somebody done caught some feelings somewhere. Now, whether you want to show that out or you want to keep that hidden, there's feelings somewhere. There's emotions. Everybody's emotional. After two, three, four
Right.
times test drive, at a test drive, somebody's going to get caught up. I know this, man. I know this.
I
I know this, man.
exactly.
Man,
I know.
And when the shoe
I
is
know
on
what
the
you're
other
talking about.
foot,
But
and the shoe is on the
my
other
thing
foot, I'm telling you,
uh,
it's about ego,
can I
it's
do a belly
about
flop in the
pride,
water?
it's about all of that. You
Can
know
I
what I
do
mean?
Mhm.
can I do a belly flop in the water on y'all?
Okay, go ahead,
Go
splash
ahead.
in, girl, splash in.
You know them belly flops be hurting. But no, I'm gonna
Ooh.
do this because I'm being very transparent. Because the last situation that I was just in, you're absolutely right, Blended. Because I gave off the wrong signal in my stuff because of what you're talking about, the emotion. I just wanted to have the person around, and even though the convenience was for sex, it still led to wanting to have that person around. The emotion, the what I gave behind it was just even just wanting that person around. It didn't have to be that I was in love with them. It didn't even have to be that I wanted something from them, but the emotion that I put behind it is I just want you around. Like I like this.
So
That
my
part.
thing is, can that be related to convenience sake then?
So what
No.
Sharon?
Nope,
Let me see. This
nada,
is what Sharon
zero,
is saying, y'all.
zeros.
Let me go ahead and say what Sharon is saying. She's saying that the peen is her convenience. That is what is convenient. No, I'm serious. I know what Sharon's trying to say. Like that is her convenience. She's like,
Right, right.
she's saying that's the convenience for me. The convenience is
Yes.
that's what I want. That's what I want. That right there, the peen. So I'm conveniently being around him for that. That's what I think she
Right,
said.
right. Exactly, exactly.
So to go along with Sharon,
Damn it.
I understand what you're saying, but I
Mhm.
understand what Blended is saying.
Yeah.
I do too. I do too. I get it. Yeah.
Because Sharon, I'm with Sharon. I'm with you. I'm with you
Hey,
100%. Because
third.
I was like, yeah, that's it. That's all I need. That's all I want. Just bring it when I
Mhm.
need it. And on this person's part, I think it turned into something different too, though. Because the longer that you go
Mhm.
with just getting just that, it can turn into something. It may not be on your part or our part,
That's what I'm trying to
but it could
say.
be,
It
but it
become
could be on
unhealthy.
that
Right.
other person. It could be on that other person's
Exactly.
part
Okay,
because I
hold on,
think
y'all.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hold on, real quick.
I get it.
Psycho
I get it,
baby.
Blender. I
Hey,
get it.
everybody say, hey, Aladdin.
Hey, Aladdin.
Hi, Aladdin.
Yeah, yes, he gets special privileges over here. Yes, he does. Thank you.
the
Anyway,
magic carpet ride.
right.
No.
Okay, back to
I
I
didn't
get
say it the right way, though. I didn't say it the right
go
way.
ahead, go ahead.
Aladdin.
Hey, third ward. Peace and love. Thank you for coming and joining us, third. Okay, back to the subject because this is good stuff.
Salute to the chat. Salute.
Mhm. So,
Salute
like,
everybody
go
in the chat.
go ahead. Y'all go ahead because yeah, I understand what the ladies are saying, but like I said, I understand what you're saying because I am that way, blended. Like I've expressed that, like I'd be like, I just want one thing, and what society calls is a man. They call that you're acting like a dude. That's what I hear all the time. Because I really could turn that off and on. I'd be like, this is what I want, and that's what I want, and then
Exactly.
I'm out. But
Yeah, that's it. That's all. Don't leave a toothbrush. Don't leave
right,
no slippers.
You right.
Don't get
exactly.
Yep.
comfortable. Are
Don't
you
call
trying to
me.
stay tonight? Oh no, you're not
Exactly.
trying to stay tonight, are
No.
you? No, you gotta go. Thank you for your services. See you later.
Thank you for your services.
So that's
But I don't
convenient.
even know who that was.
But
That wasn't
but
me. I mean, somebody told me that. I don't know who that. Somebody told me that.
so that's convenience. But the emotions have been also exchanged in that situation.
It's not always us that gets the emotion. So speaking of
Right.
my, so it could be that other way around, the guy. You understand what I'm saying too? That, and I had a couple of cases like that where they was like, I was really like, okay, you ready to you leaving? Or I would get up and leave, right? And they'd be like, what you doing?
Mhm.
I'm out. Like, what you? This is what it was for me. We set these guidelines before we even did this. So the convenience for me was to be able to do that and say what I want. But that person was like, nah, they want to call and talk and spend time. No, 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 no. So that's when it's not convenient anymore. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I
Mhm.
understand what blended is saying because the feelings get involved.
Mhm.
But I get too because it's convenient on my part. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's just so
Hmm. Hmm. And that's why I said it can be voluntary or involuntary. It might be convenient for one partner and inconvenient for the other.
true, true.
Mhm. Mhm.
But when
Uh,
you're exchange, go ahead, Kelly.
No, I was gonna say I was in the middle of both because I think that what happened is my emotions got up and I started treating the person like they was a friend like that when it was just supposed to be just give me the peen and leave. You
Mm.
know, so it was like more so that
Mhm.
you kind of got to be careful because emotions do get involved whether you want them to or not at some level. They don't have to be strong or anything like that, but I do understand both parts because I'm like, I came here for one thing, but I ended up treating that one thing totally different than what I said I would. Why?
Mhm.
Because the
And
emotional part was there.
I
Right.
feel like I've been on the other side of the spectrum where, you know, I, it was convenient for my partner, but me, I'm going all in. So that I would say kind of turned to unhealthy to me. And but even though I said up front what it was and they tried to agree with it, but I felt, and this is just my opinion, that they agreed only to have that convenience.
Hmm, hmm.
Mhm.
I got you.
I could see that.
Mhm. Mhm.
So in a relationship, as we learned, romantic relationship as well as friendship. Let's go since we are talking about that the activity of being in a romantic relationship. Usually, from what I've learned today and through the research, when somebody's in the convenience of a relationship, marriage, or whatever, that's usually lack of that. That's one of the things that was mentioned, this lack of sex, because it's nothing romantically involved. So the other convenience could be socially, financially. Let's do it for the kids. You understand what I'm saying? Things like that. Hey,
Mhm.
TSL, thank you for showing up. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Because one of the signs of being in a convenient relationship is that there is no romance. It's I'm sorry, the act is just done, but there's no feelings. Is
Mm,
it, or
I
was
think
it
that happens a
lack
lot.
of that or lack of? Hello. Hey, Sadi.
Hey y'all, peace and love.
Hey, Sadi.
Hey, Saudi.
Hi, Saudi.
Hi, goddesses. How are y'all?
Mhm.
We're wonderful. We having a beautiful conversation.
Oh yeah, I hear. Oh my.
And
you know,
I'm sure you're gonna give us a definitely a different perspective.
Ah, snaps.
so let's go ahead. Let's put my thought on pause real quick and welcome her to the Love Palace at the
Hello.
Ships. So, hi, Sadi Queen, and how is your mental health today?
Ooh, yeah. It's better. It's better. Mm, it's been a little challenge last few days, but I try to remain optimistic and positive. So it's definitely better. My day has turned around, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be here, especially because y'all back with the ships. Because them ships didn't shift. Okay.
Okay, thank you. You guys are missed as well, and we're happy to be back to have this platform so we can vent. And my friend Shed G says, "Can we vent?" And so that's exactly what we're gonna do. So, Sadi, the question is, can you identify a relationship of convenience?
Yeah, I can. um, I feel like there's one, especially with social status and family pressure. Um, I feel like I've been through that, and one with like basically no personal growth with the person. You be like, "Oh, you boring." Not not in that kind of way, but it's like if it's not going nowhere, I don't want to entertain it. I don't want to waste no more of my youth.
Okay, so this is a like we said we knew you're gonna bring a different perspective. So
Hmm.
you said that you had to deal with that as far as was it? I'm not trying to go too deep, but get divulge what you went. Was it something that was arranged, you were forced into, or you just was like,
Yeah,
that's who you have to be with? That's how it was made. Like you have to be with this person.
yeah. Like my mom, like the trauma that my mom went through. I guess that would be a convenience of like legal purposes. Um, growing up in Saudi and Eritrea, arranged marriages were very popular. Or I don't know if you call it popular, but that happened a lot. Um, and when my mom had that, she stated like she's like, "Oh, thank God I met your dad because my mom was trying to have me marry this man and he had anger issues and it was for the culture and you stick to your people and XYZ." And then here comes this American man and we're like, and she's like, "Fuck that." And she went ahead and went against the grain. So, um, and then it was just like the family pressure of, marry your own kind. And I was like, well, damn. And I don't think it was like, for me, it was like a sense of like people pleasing, you know? My mom wants me to be with this person to make her happy. I don't even like that person. That person doesn't even really know me. So I guess I'm just there for the convenience. As far as like you know how you live separate, you know how you live in the same household, but you really live in separate lives. That's
Mhm.
what I was going through. And then I really didn't like that person because they didn't support me, right? Like your thoughts and feelings don't matter. You're just there, be the pretty girl, the trophy on the arm, do your part. And I was like, because I have a lot to say. So,
Let's
uh,
go.
and
Superstar
that's
blended. Fix your picture blended. If you have top down.
so I
Nakajimi,
feel like,
peace and love to you, Nakajimi. Go
hmm
ahead, Sadi.
so sometimes you prioritize comfort over connection, and that's what's sad. Um, so I just was like, and when you're in that, it's really bad. So it's like as soon as you see that and you recognize those red flags, or you feel like you have to shift or change, um, leave, run. go running and don't ignore the red flags. But then some people do it on purpose, like, well, girl, you know, he got money and he gonna take good care of me. And even though he a beater and cheater,
Mm.
look at my life, look at his
Right.
cycle score. You know, some people
Hmm.
go through that, like, girl, and then there's like a limit of intimacy, and then you don't really like that person. Like you have this lack of emotional bond. So yeah, I'm gonna get transparent real quick. So I'm dating, you know, and not too long ago I was dating a fella, and he liked me more than I liked him. I think it was called Emolia, and that's basically someone who falls in love too quickly, too fast, you know, often. And um, I was like, you don't even know me. Like, what you mean you want to marry me? Like, you don't even know. You don't know how I get angry. You don't know You don't know anything. So for you to think, oh, I just love the energy of you, or whatever this is, and they think like, oh, well, I'll just figure it out later on down the road. But right now, I want to be with you. Mm-mm. Red flag. And I don't want to somebody that moves that fast, anyways. I don't know. Like you already moved in and met the kids, and
Mm.
it's too much. No, I didn't go through that, but I was not gonna let it go that far. And respectfully, it's like if I don't see us going anywhere, and I'm not attracted to you in that kind of way, just let me not be attracted to you in that kind of way. Like I like you as a friend, let me put you in my friend zone. I like you because you spit that knowledge and you keep me on top of my toes with my wisdom. I'm more of a sapiosexual, and you got to really talk to me. And if I see you and you're not even like, I was in a situation where I was talking to a fella, and he wasn't all of that attractive. I mean, he was all right, but I have to like you. Like if I don't even want to kiss you, how could you know how could my peach get juicy if I can't even look at, what I mean? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So and then I'm like, dang, do I just be with this person to like, for the sake of he's older and smarter and got it together and maybe he could teach me something? It's like maybe we're in this connection for healing, um a perspective. Like what do we bring? We bring a different whole type of different healing piece to each other. And that's where I'm at with a lot of people. It's like, what's your purpose? What's your intention in my life? Let's make this agreement off bat. And that's a good question to ask when you're dating. Not what's your favorite color.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's
Okay.
yeah. I need to know what
Mm.
spirituality is. I need to know, you know, um, what's your parental history? What's going on? Did you have mom issues? How did you? What is she doing? What did you do when she made you mad? Like what happened? Shit like that.
Mhm.
So I'd be like real timid. That's why I was like, I might be single for a little lot longer because I'm in this beautiful blossoming relationship with myself. And I love myself because I'm knowing myself and I'm on this healing journey. And if you want to come in and add to me, cool. But I'm not going to just be like, well, I guess I'm with him because, you know, he's a Democrat. There's political alliances, there's all kinds of stuff that people feel that, and I didn't want to feel trapped. I was in a relationship for a long time where I felt trapped, you know, like the control of not being good enough. Like, oh, there's
Mm.
nothing better out there, so I guess it'll be you. Mm-mm. Nope.
Right.
How did
No.
that how did that affect that relationship? Because that definitely sounds like a relationship of convenience.
Oh,
And with
yeah.
Mhm.
that, like just
Hmm.
going through what the steps that we have, and not only like a social, it seemed more like a social
Yeah.
part. So
It was very social. Like, oh, we
uh-huh.
look good going out. We look good on your arm. You make me laugh. Like, why don't we just be friends then? That's what that is. But people,
Mhm.
our society and people always want to put a title behind something. As soon as you put a title on something, you know what I mean? It's like, well, you're supposed to be my man. You're supposed to do X, Y, and Z, and don't, because that comes with like expectations. Like, well, you wouldn't do that because X, Y. Like, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. I am what how I am. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna be with you because I like X, Y, and Z, and we resonate in this way, and we mirror in this way. But if I even get to feeling like I'm not truly happy and you get to asking for favors, or neither of you compromise, how am I supposed to grow? There's no personal growth going on with me.
Mhm.
I'm supposed to be growing, and we're gonna build together, we're gonna grow together. But if I'm just here because I'm cute, and I spit that game, that knowledge, and
Mhm.
you are attracted to that, like, but you don't resonate that back, it's hard to pass on that. People get stuck in that. Sometimes I was stuck in that for years, at least a decade.
Mhm.
And I was like, what the hell? No more.
Mhm.
It's time for a shift. It's time for a paradigm shift. So, yeah.
You hit a key point
Right.
where which we talked about is the having goals as
Mm-hmm.
the goal should be together goals. Yes, you're going to have personal goals.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Um, that it should always be about personal goals. But when you're in a relationship, romantic relationship,
Mhm.
there should be common goals that you're trying to accomplish together. I think that being
Right.
inconvenient relationships, like we said, we know a lot of women. I hear women say, "Girl, he take care of me," and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
where's the love? Like, what? No
Right.
love? Like, it's okay. He take care of me. If I get mad at me, I just take his credit card and go on the trip. Me and the girls just go on the trip.
Mm-mm.
I'm serious. Like, and it's like I don't want anything to be convenient like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, people have the
Mhm.
tendency to conveniently be in relationships
Mm-hmm.
for children. I mentioned this
Mm-hmm.
before,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
finances, and for other reasons like
Mm-hmm.
court. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even in marriages, sometimes just to say, I got a husband, I'm married. I mean, I've
Mm-hmm.
always been like, I don't want to be married just because of that. If
Yeah.
I'll just stay
Yeah.
single. No, but
They want to say I'm married now. That's what they want to say. I'm
Right.
married.
Just so you can have
Yeah.
thing and social status.
I
Like,
want it all.
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
I
mm,
could say that the way that I looked at, I was in a relationship like that for 8 years where I was like,
mm,
well, this person does this for me and this person does this for me. But then it ended up showing that it was a relationship of convenience because once you get to
mm-hmm.
the growth part, and I was like, well, I tried to get us bank accounts together. I tried
Yeah.
to show this person how to pay bills. I tried to help this person get a license, or I helped, you know what I mean? Just there were certain things that I was trying to do and that would push us forward in the life part. But this person was so stuck on everything else, like we couldn't even get to a point to where we could start living life, where it made me so disinterested, where it was like, well, I guess you could watch the kids today.
mm,
Cause, cause I mean, what else you gonna do? You know what I mean? It became like the same old mundane things every day. You wake up, you go to work, you come home. You wake up, you go to work, you go home. But I was trying to set in a plan for us to move forward. The only way that we could really move forward and really have these conversations is if we're really moving forward.
Right.
However, there was no growth to move forward. So then it became like, okay, I started sounding like some of these women. Well, he helped me pay this,
Mm-hmm.
and that's cool. Or he's taking the kids to a
mm,
doctor's appointment. That's all. Like there had to be more there that I seen that wasn't there. And the excuse that was given, well, you don't treat me this way. And it was like, well, did you notice that I started treating you this way after when I tried to show you how to grow us?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm serious. I am a submissive woman. I want to be submissive. I want to be able to let my man lead. So with some of those things,
mm,
I'm taking the lead in trying to show. And here's the thing, I didn't have a problem with showing the lead, but once I've shown you, I kind of expect for you to say, okay, you know what? Baby, just partner with me. I will get this done, but I may need you because that's my job is to be there for you if you need me to be there. But if I'm hand segregating these duties because this is something that you should be doing or would be doing, I
Mm-hmm.
think that that should happen. But once you see that there's no interest in none of that, it starts to be like, well, what am I in or what are we in
right.
at this point? And I let
Mhm.
this drag on for 8 years before I recognized that, oh my goodness,
Wow.
this is toxic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been toxic, and the
Yeah.
fact that I didn't pay attention to the fact that it was toxic from the beginning, I just kind of was like, well, you know what, I'm the type of person, I'm a nurturer, I can help this person grow. They look like they want to grow, they are growing in certain ways, so I just
Mm-hmm.
kind of jumped head in. And so, but once I found out and started to work on myself and refine myself, it was like, oh my goodness, this is very convenient for this person. This person has nothing to lose. I have everything to lose. I have children, I have a home. If this person went off and did something, it could jack up all of us and they would be okay. But I
Mm.
would lose everything. And so I had to really take that into account. Like, okay, I got to back out before I really do lose everything.
Yeah.
Shout out to the cynical one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for showing up. And D Chef, thank you. Peace and love to both of y'all. Thank you for showing up. Hit that like button and share the live out for me. It's free 99. Okay, go ahead.
Show that love, everything. Show the love.
Free 99.
Mm-hmm.
um, those are the some of the points that Blended have brought out in those. I think it was what 15. The things that stand out to me was um, you never meet the family. You know,
Mm.
I say that on the side chick poem. If you never meet or be invited to any events, that's something. And as you guys mentioned, having goals or plans for the future together. And
Mm-hmm.
there's contrary to what y'all say, there's no intimacy.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
There's no physical um intellect, and it's more on the act of doing it. It's nothing like, we, especially being women, are passionate about that. So that
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the signs where it's like you don't meet the family, you don't have any goals, you spend no quality time. So the no quality,
Right.
I thought about another movie, Tyler Perry, No Good Deeds, Good Deeds, Good Deeds. Do you
Mm-hmm.
remember? Hey, Looney, peace and love. Do y'all remember how Gabrielle Union knew his every move? If y'all watched that movie,
Mm-hmm.
she was like, he knew what he was gonna ask. She was like, "Where's this? Where's my button? Where's my tie? Do you know where this is?" Which we think is
Mm-hmm.
a beautiful thing, right? Like, oh, she knows her man, but it was really boring when it all said and done because she got bored with him
Mm-hmm.
because it was so routine and convenient. That's what
Mm-hmm.
came, because it was like she already knew what he was gonna say, and something else caught her attention, both their attention,
Mm-hmm.
because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, like those things that what do you think about those things that I mentioned to show that um, it's a convenient relationship, like spending quality time, lack of intimacy, lack of goals, and what was the other one?
Not
No,
feeding the family.
yeah, no effort of even being in the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So, and the last one was you were just downright unhappy. You feel me?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I've been all of them. The funny thing is
Yeah, I
that
can relate to that
I'm
too.
tired. I'm tired of meeting people's family, and they still ain't doing nothing.
Oh dang. Well,
No,
Right.
I know, cause I don't know why. I'm that kind of girl that everybody you want to take home to meet your mama, and then you meet the
mm.
mama, and you still suck. Like, for real, I'm just being transparent. Like, I've had that happen where it's like
Yikes.
it's
Woo!
only convenient. It's only convenient because you want It's only convenient because you want something. So the funny thing is, you'll have people that are delusional enough to have you in these spaces that will treat you like, take you to see their parents. They will do all these things because they want the convenience of you. Like, not even
Mm-hmm.
that they want to have you in this space, but because it's convenient, so they will act. Like I said, the relationship that I was in, like this man's parents and everybody knew my children, everything. But I think a part of it was convenience, though, because there was access to a lot of things that other than me would this person would have not have had access to. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
if I give you the fact that I'm showing up for you, or that I got time or this or that, but over time, a person can only keep that facade up for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Speak it.
So ends of some of that too, where it's like people allow me in that, and it's confusing, especially to a cancer person that loves love, that like family, that loves being around. You will get engulfed in thinking that, oh, okay, this person is really cool, they really do like you like that, until you take that step back and be like, okay, what they doing it for now? Because that's where I'm at now in my life,
Right.
where I'm like, what you doing this for? So sometimes I may come off a little cold hearted in the beginning, because it's like I didn't had all the games ran on me before, and
Mm-hmm.
some of this is my fault because I've kind of fallen into, well, this person acts like they're a friend, or they act like this, or they act like that, or they show up this way, but they're really not that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of come off with a little chip on my shoulder, like, what you want? We here
Right.
for if are we here for the convenient thing? Cause let me know.
Mm. Wow.
So I don't know. I think I've been on the other end where I've had people show me all of that and still be like, this is just a convenience.
Exactly.
Like you just trying to waste time. Like,
Yeah,
just have this is
mm,
my summer boo. You know what I mean,
yeah,
or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, oh gosh.
I had a whole 8 year summer boo fling.
Ooh wee.
Shoot. So
Wow.
I that's why I'm like, I could talk from what end you want me to
Okay.
talk from, where you
Yeah.
want me to start from with this, because I let it drag on before I recognized what it was.
Hmm.
Peace
Sound
and
like we
love.
have a similar
Hey,
story.
hey, Lamont. Peace and love. Y'all say hi to Lamont. He said hi, ladies, y'all.
Peace and
Hi,
Hi,
Lamont.
love.
Lamont.
Oh, peace and love, peace and love.
Peace and love.
So
Mm.
no, and then it got very disrespectful in the end. That's what was crazy, because it, like, we did all this family stuff, but
Mm.
then it just got mad disrespectful in the end, and that's how I knew it was convenience. Like, oh, okay, if this is how you really was wanting to act, you should have showed that in the beginning. But it was the convenience and the access. I think, truthfully, when we talk about convenience, is it access or is it convenience? 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
they want to
Mm,
gain access to something. There's something
mm,
that they need to gain access to.
Right.
And
What
in
is it?
order to gain
mm,
that access, I have to act like this in order to get that access.
mm,
And then once I got that
yeah.
access, is it convenient for me to be able to keep this access?
Hmm.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm, mm,
Great
mm.
points. Great points.
Yeah.
Naga
You
Genie
got.
said most people come to your life for a good time and not for a long time. Let's talk about it.
Ooh.
Mhm. Like me being a massage therapist. Everybody want a massage.
Yeah, hey, come on, Sadi, come give me one.
And they be, yeah, looking for the happy ending that ain't gonna come. Like, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? And really, and that's with any kind of relationship, not just like a guy relationship. Like it can be with friendships too. Like, oh, I'm gonna just call my friend because she's
Mhm,
a therapist. Because I'm not just a massage therapist. I feel like friends are, I feel like we give our advice. I'm a pretty good therapist. I've been
mhm,
told, we call you if something's happening or we feel some type of way. Like, let's just call Keish. And it's like, ooh, energy vampire. Like you're draining my energy. I'm not finna tell you this again.
mhm,
I feel like you just come for
mhm,
me, come to me as a convenience because I uplift you for that moment. And then you go and you drain yourself or let whatever happen to you. And then you come back and I'd be like, boundaries.
mhm,
Because now you're just doing it for what? And men will do that
mhm,
too. Friends will do that. Your family will do that. Mm,
mhm,
Right. This
mhm,
is
yeah.
just not
Toxic.
for. This is not just for a romantic. Like I was saying, it's also involves friend. I had that friend that was supposed to be my best friend, and I gave that
Mm.
story of how, and Kelly got to experience this like for years, like, and if you know me, I'm very free. Like if I mess with you, I mess with you. If you need
Mm-hmm.
something and I got it, you got it. Even if you don't need something, if I can see,
If I got it, you got it.
yeah,
Yep.
you can
Yeah.
say this is how a type of person I am, and I learned to be more cognitive of it. But I
Mm-hmm.
could be out, and Kelly can witness, and they could say, "Oh, I like your earrings." I will take my earrings off and give them my earrings. Like I'm
Yeah.
that type of person, you know.
mhm.
And when
Yeah.
my best friend quotation marks
Mm-hmm.
treated me that type of way, that's why I don't use that word friend anymore from going through this. But
Yeah.
came over and my situation changed with my health, and she still was like, "Oh, I need a dress, the outfit, this, that, how I look. Okay, see you later." And I'm like,
Mm.
"What?"
Had a few of
You know,
those.
it
Mm-hmm.
it made me really look.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm.
Yeah,
If,
because they know you the fashionista. You the,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm still swinging my hands in the air over this one because I'm like, just come close. It's gonna be bop, bop,
That
bop.
part.
Like, why I
That
gotta get you to
part.
borrow my stuff back? You got all my
I
shoes,
tell
all
him
my
blended
heels.
over the airwaves, and she like, What? What happened? What
Yeah.
She done
happened?" But
felt something just now because her roof should have just shook. How many is in here? Five? Okay. Roof just shook.
yeah, so
And
it's just even in that, like I said, dang, and I mentioned it to Kelly today. I was like, I was a really a convenient friend for her. Because when I wasn't able to do or go hang out and all that, it wasn't like she wasn't sitting at home with me and saying, look, friend, let's get this together. She was like, sure, okay, don't I look cute, girl? I'm serious. That's exactly how it was.
mm,
I'm swinging right
Wow.
now. See, I'm swinging
yeah.
right now. Like on Don't Be a Menace. I'm swinging
hmm
right now. Yeah.
You like, yeah, hold on, let me take a picture so I can remember to get all my stuff back. You ain't gonna do that to me. Tired of this. I gotta borrow my stuff back. And that's with everything. People call me just for rides. People call me just for whatever. Like, you got that last 20? Because I'll give it to you. But you have to have a sense of awareness and a sense of boundaries and standards that come in. You have to have your morals set in place. Like, I'm no longer gonna have this happen. I'm not gonna let nobody treat me this way. And then you get really lonely. You don't get as many dates. You don't get as many friends because they're like, dang, you used to
Mhm.
be so friendly. Like, I think I was a little too friendly. That's the problem. I ran
Amen.
and walked over it like a doormat, literally. Ain't no
And
doormats over here.
and I'll offer
Years have taught me
Hmm
that
oh,
all of that right there ain't
hmm
everything all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
So years have taught me that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do get genuine people in your life, you know what I'm saying? Genuine people,
Yeah.
then you should hold on to that. But like I said, since that started out, like I said, I have relationships and friendships well over 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So did I just tell him myself? I did, right? Anyway, well over 40 years. And I know that if I needed them, they'll be there just like that. But as far as all of that closeness and hanging out and all that, them days is over, man.
Yeah.
Especially for me. Because I don't drink. I don't do none of that stuff, you know.
hmm
And so there's a lot of things that are not, I don't even socially drink because I'm
mhm.
not good at it. I practice, but they'll win every time. And the last time I practiced, I Julio won. And I said, I'm not putting myself through that again. So there's really nothing that I have in common with them, except for the fact that we have longevity,
hmm
but everybody has moved on with their lives and doing what they do, you know, with hopes of, seeing each other again or stuff like that with hopes of.
hmm
But at the end of the day, I mean, let's just keep it a buck.
hmm
People had grown and moved on from each other. So
hmm
all of that investing time, friendship, and all of that stuff like that, man, on a personal level, where I get to see you outside of this, man, please. You would think that I live in another state. You know what I mean? And
hmm
I'm
I
gonna
and
go
I'm only
ahead and
30 minutes
talk real
out.
quick. My computer's tripping again, but Looney's up here, y'all. He said he wanted to give a man's perspective. Hopefully, I don't know what's
Oh,
going on. It's not charging, so y'all go ahead and
All
if I
right.
do drop
A
down,
man's perspective, we open.
hey, Looney.
Hey,
What it
Luna.
do? What it do?
Hey, Louie.
All right, how y'all doing? How y'all doing, ladies? That's
Hey.
what's up. That's what's up. Hey, I don't feel like this a man bashing panel right now, but
No.
hey, let's go. D join me. Let's go. But yeah,
Oh.
Panel.
When
I
to turn into
I,
that?
I wanted to say like sometimes do women understand that men go through a shell like they have a shell that they build for themselves because of the dog. No, just bullshit. But no, uh, a man might just put a shell over himself because of all the shit he been through and the done or whatever. And sometimes a man ain't really out to hurt that woman. You know what I'm saying? Like he meet the bestest woman for his critique. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it be at the wrong time. And then certain men don't want to like play on women hearts and do certain things. But then you got the ones that hey, it is what it is. If we fuck around, we cool and we good. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to, and I don't wanna take it to another level for the money shit. It nowadays you got to match money. You got to match money with women these days because at the end of the day, if you a broke ass nigga like me and don't have shit, you know what I'm saying? It all seems like it's gonna fall anyway. It feels like a woman ain't gonna care, ain't gonna love, can't love you like they say they, like a lot of shit because a nigga in a position. But when you match a woman's money, like you let them know, like, hey, we good, like shit. We ain't overpaying for each other. We spend together. But at the end of the day, when you got two people that can spend together, that can match that shit, versus a nigga like me that always in the fucking hole, always don't have shit such and such here and there, and trying to keep a relationship with a person. You know what I'm saying? The people that
Mm.
can match what the next person have, but that still don't consider that love is matching it. You know what I'm saying? You can match money all day. You can match pride,
Mhm.
match things that you do. You like everybody got a life. You can match all that shit, but can you match the real love for a person?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's the point that I be on. Like, can you match real love? You know what I'm saying? If you truly care about somebody, does money take a toll? Does money run the play? Does having the best outfits or the cars or everything that people got, does that match the way you love somebody or how you care about somebody? You know what I'm saying? I don't see none of that shit coming to where if your true feelings for somebody, that like if you got real true feelings for somebody, it don't matter about none of that other shit. It don't matter about none of that. I'm mute. My brother D Shep just came up here. I was just trying to make sure this was no women bashing men channel. And I was just
Don't
making sure.
don't do
No,
me. Don't
no.
do
It's a
don't try to bash.
relationship.
Looney is told
As much as we love men, don't
we
even
ain't. T-
don't even try it.
Nah, Looney,
Let's
you my bro, man.
Let go D Shep. You already know it. Turn off
No,
D
I
Shep.
just
But no,
Right, Chef.
but
Salute.
let's
I
remember
was
this is what
Salute
the
to the
salute
chef.
to everybody on the panel and salute to everybody in the chat.
hey D shit. But this is what we're talking about. My Are we still unconvenient? We talk about convenient relationships. So that's
Yeah, my bad though.
The,
Looney.
the crazy part about that, D, I've been sitting there listening. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of seeing, okay, this is something I want to weigh in on. Now, crazy part is a part of me was like, nah, just let them go and do what they do. Then, the other part of me was like, well, shit, you may be able to weigh in and
True.
get
That's
some real
how I feel.
insight on something.
True.
So, I'll say this here, D, I fuck with you real tough. Blended, you part of my heart. I'm not sure, Luna, where you at with me. And I'm not sure if everybody else is up here, but those three people, um, I'll say, me being married for 20 years, right? Uh, been together with my wife for 22. It ain't shit easy about it. And as time grows, I can't say it's getting any easier. I said something to somebody that I trusted with some information, and they took that shit, and when we fell out, they chose to use it, right? Didn't mean nothing because by the time they chose to use it, it was old information.
You already told it.
You know what I'm saying? So, well, it was something that it wasn't even relevant no more. But as me, I'm a street nigga. I was a street nigga. The street nigga in me, the street cat in me, will always be there. But I have kids. I have a family. I have a foundation. I have health insurance. I, I have no retirement plans type of shit. And it wasn't. I can't say I did all this by myself. But even during the 20, I also know that people grow apart. It'd be a
True.
hard, yeah, it's a hard
True.
pill to swallow.
Mhm.
You ain't
No
lying.
matter how much you
Mhm.
love somebody, you will grow apart from them. And I even find myself, as much as I love my wife, I find myself on that. And well, we done came as far as we can come. That conversation, and then, but either way, it's
Right.
like
Right.
the it has to be. Sometimes you don't want to hurt someone you love, but at the end of the day, if you not hurting someone you love causes you
You
to
hurt yourself.
not be who you are,
Mm.
You
then
hurt
Deep.
you living
yourself.
foul than a
Mm.
motherfucker.
True. True.
Mhm.
Hurt yourself.
At the end of the day, we came in this bitch by ourselves. We're gonna
Right.
leave by ourselves, but not to discredit everything that we accomplished together during the process. And I'm not in a bad place right now, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not in a great place. You know what I mean? But I sit back and I analyze mine on a daily basis because I'm not. If I was in a great place, I wouldn't have to analyze shit. And that goes for anybody that feel like what I'm saying. They're if you're not in a great place to where there's no questions, no nothing, no concerns, you wouldn't have to analyze anything. When you have to sit back and
Mhm.
analyze and make plan B's for yourself and plan C's for yourself, just in case, yeah, you in a good place. And that's just and I know that,
Yeah.
that as couples, whether you're dating, whether you're married, shit, sometimes shit don't. I mean, in the beginning, everything is everything. But even when you know that you are equally yoked at that point in time, it's just that point in time. Are you gonna be equally yoked 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line? And this is a reality that I live with. I really don't. I never talked about none of this shit because it's but I know what you're trying to do, so I'm just gonna give it raw
I
from
understand.
my perspective.
Let's go.
Yeah, it'd be times where I'd be like, shit, all right, I'm gonna leave all of this here. I can start over because I come from the mud, brought myself up from the fucking mud.
But then you sit back and you be like, damn, is that what you really want to do? So yeah, the heartstrings is a motherfucking. The heart is something that's the heart is fickle. It's fickle as fuck because it never knows what it wants from day in, day out. Day to day, that shit can change. And I just say, be careful when you lock yourself in with somebody because you got to always, what we look at, when we lock in, we look at what's happening right now. Oh, yeah, we'll be good for, but you
Mhm.
never think that y'all going to be together
Mhm.
20, 30 years down the line. And I remember visiting
Hey,
my great grandparents and
hey,
watching them wondering why they sleep in separate rooms.
hey,
It
and
wasn't because they didn't love each other.
that's a vital part. What you speaking? I don't mean to cut you off, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
he's
good,
pulling
Looney.
it out.
That shit is
Definitely.
vital because, like, bro, when you with a woman, when you meet this woman, like, yeah, y'all can have the best of time, or y'all can already go through some. But when you make that choice to sit down with this person, and then y'all start seeing the devil really coming into your life, like
It's
that
not. It's not the devil, homie. It's not the devil. I can't put this on no devil. I put this on
okay,
reality. I
let's
put
go.
this on
I,
reality of life as to who you are, who you may want to be a certain person, but
right, let's go.
realistically, you just can't be that man or that woman.
Right,
You can
right.
do everything close to, but you can't be that person all the time because you are who the fuck you are.
Let's go.
And that's where shit gets fucked up because we try to become someone for the love of our significant other who we really aren't.
Right. And then
Mm.
that don't just mean one. Like because you have when you have love for multiple people, it's hard to juggle that love for multiple people. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just blows you and shit until you explode, and then you might not even know which one that you the
Listen, the
right
call
one.
piece, Looney,
May I
and
may
what
I
because
offer
I'm gonna
something?
piggyback on you. Yeah, yes, please.
Go ahead, Blended.
So, Shep, what you said, I'm gonna say it's 100% accurate,
Right,
especially
Yeah.
when you have been in a relationship for longevity, a long period of time. So, in that long period of time that you have been in that relationship, there's either been a death of a parent, death of parents, it's been somebody in your family has passed away. And if the parents are older, if they have not passed away, then you got to take care of somebody. So it's all of these different pulls that happen in that relationship over a period of time that your person has been with you. Now, on
right,
either end of the spectrum, things are going to shift within that person. So now you get to the point of, are you going to be able to make it out on the other end and be strong for it? Or it's just where the reality sets in where that maybe you did outgrow. And where do you go from there?
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
I know that when you get much older, there's a couple of ways that you could play that. You could be solid in yourself to move on and do whatever you need to do for you. Or do you stay for the convenience of the companionship because this is something that you know?
And that's
And who
settling.
wants to grow old by themselves? So it's a matter of a set mentality. But at the end of the day, there needs to be a real conversation that needs to be had.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about It's not going to be a one and done. It's a
Right.
conversation where you get up to the courage to say what you got to say. Then you sit back, and then you got to go through the cycle of it. They mad, they angry, you angry, coming
Bro,
at each other's head,
bro,
and then you back down, and then you like cool off, and then you have to sit
It's
in
a
that and
stupid
see
ass
exactly
cycle,
what you
blended.
really
You know
want
the
to do.
cycle, and I don't mean to cut you off, but when you
salute
when you
Saint
when you
Rock.
sat and
Salute
you
Looney, can you go on mute real quick? I can't hear what
Yeah,
they saying. Go on
yeah,
mute.
yeah. That's what I was going to do. I just want to salute Shank Rock in the
no, you
building.
good.
Okay, but let me do my thing on my channel. Okay, let me do my thing. That's
Oh,
all.
my
I got
bad, my bad.
you. No, I
I need to
got
drop
you.
down.
No, just
Uh,
let them. I can't hear because your background. Just go on mute real
I
quick.
think that was me. That was me. That
Oh,
was
okay,
me.
okay,
That was
okay. I
me.
can't. Whoever got, I couldn't hear what was going on.
No, I
I'm
had the
good.
TV
Y'all
on.
good.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
Either
good.
mean,
way, I'm
I
just
ain't got
saying
nothing in my
though,
background.
when you exercise those options to say and explain and express how you really and truly feel, but it's not received, that's a cold piece because now it's playing on your heartstrings. Meanwhile, you sit back and you think about what it was that made you fall in love and all this shit. Then you think about where you now. And me, I'm the type of motherfucker. I'm a no man left behind. I'm a man that I leave no man behind personally. Women, when I say
You
that,
going in
you
and
feel
out,
me?
Decent.
You're going in and out,
You
Chef.
going in and you going in and out, Chef.
Oh
I
shit!
really
Can
want to
y'all hear
hear what
me?
you got. Yeah, I want to hear what you. Real quick, shout out to Warfare K, Kalani, and Shank Rock in the building. Make sure y'all go over to Shank Rock as well. Thank you to my little cousin, my niece in there, and then Warfare K as well. Go ahead, y'all.
No, I'm just saying
Salute.
that they like to blame everything. Well, I won't say they. I just say in a lot of cases that we hear about, the man fucked up. The man fucked up. What the man been telling the woman for years that this is not gonna work. How is it the man's fault if he's letting it be known? But because of the love that he have, he sticks in there. That shit ain't.
Mm.
Who is that fair to?
That's not fair to either one
I be
because it's
sure.
not.
Let's
It's not even because it's not his fault. Because if he comes up to you and he's truly trying to have a conversation with you,
Category of what makes relationships fail that don't
mm,
get discussed because people aren't willing to discuss those things.
Well, how I feel. I feel like a lot of men ain't men in out here these days, and then like the way these women grew up, like shit, the you can't talk to a woman like the 80s or the mid 90s. Like today, women is they more powerful. But at the end of the day, I would say a lot of women just because yeah they work harder, they got more, they do such and such. But some men be genuine and real, you know. So don't make the ones that feel like if I do show love, then I'm gonna get treated like a bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut your ass up. Just because she paid for the dinner and the meal or anything, and when she tell you shut the fuck up, you shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like real niggas don't. That's one thing about loaning. That's why I could never have a real relationship because I would never shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much a woman got, what you got. I was homeless for over 10, 15 years and survived that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, there's nobody want a homeless ass nigga that might work a family dollar job for 3 months to get what he can get and do what he can do, and then go to another, like, the struggle for.
Looney, Looney.
I'm just
No,
my
no,
bad.
no. Just pause 1 second. Just
Let
pause
me
1 second. If I hear you say that one more time about putting down what a man does, let me tell you something. Any man that wants to get out of the bed, regardless of where he goes to work, is work. It don't matter if you make less than your spouse, because that's
absolutely,
utter disrespect for
Right.
absolutely.
somebody to treat you less than because of you they have more. That's not love. So let's get that real clear.
That's
And
true.
don't
And
you
can I
ever,
chime in,
don't
blended?
don't
That's true.
ever let me hear you say anything like that again. And stop putting yourself down.
I
Shit.
love you, Andy. You
All right,
know,
I'm done.
yeah,
Can I say
true.
something though
Thank
to
you,
you,
love.
Looney? Just to give you a little bit of background on myself. Like I helped my man get a license. I helped him get a car. I helped him get insurance, and not once did I try to feel any type of way like I was over him. He was my partner. I was willing to do anything to help my partner because that's where we were at. That's what we was doing. I get where you're coming at with some women, and you're absolutely right. There are some women out there. But the thing is why we focus on those type of women if those ain't the type of women that we want. Focus on the type of woman that is willing to help you out. Focus on the type of woman that is willing to give you the hands up, to give you that pat on the back, to tell you that you're worthy, to show you that you are worth something. There are all types of people out here. But the thing that you should be looking for, that we all, I feel, that we should be looking for is someone that's going to encourage you to do the right thing, whether it's your friend, whether it's your lover, whether it's whoever it is. They should be there to help you succeed or to cheer you on while you succeed.
True. That's true. That's
And what we're doing on the
And
panel is we're sharing our life. I know y'all came up here, and I salute both of you men for coming up here and sharing. But what we're doing, we're sharing a woman's perspective of where we've been at in convenient relationships and how we've also played a part in being in convenient relationships because we are not saints either in this. We know that. But what we are sharing is what these relationships have been to us, what we've learned from these relationships, not to go back and try and dig up the old wounds of the past.
true.
All right, so
And I just can I
before
say this? Can I say this? So, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna drop down and let y'all ladies do what y'all do. Cause I just want to say this. But like, salute to all y'all real women that does that for men. You know what I'm saying? Not even if it's some like me or if it's some that they got their own. But like, salute to y'all for really like standing up and being real women to do what y'all do or any kind of ship. You know what I'm saying? Relationship, YouTube ship, friendship, just a conversation ship, whatever. Like, but salute to the ones that really pour into the men and make them understand that yeah, you somebody. You don't have to go out there and go fuck up the world. Like somebody cares for you. Like it. Yeah, shit like that. But yeah, I'm out of here. I
I
love
got
y'all.
this.
I love
I
y'all.
just
Love
Gratitude,
want to
y'all.
tap
gratitude.
in 1 second, Looney. Just stay right there. Want to tap in 1 second because I got to drop down as well.
Okay.
Chef, I just want to let you know that that statement that you have right here across the screen, just hold up a mirror and I'm the mirror image of what you are saying. Okay? I did the same thing with mine. Okay? But now I'm at a place where you're at. So, with that being said, yeah, I'm going to go. D has
Well,
been great. Sharon,
hold on for you.
yeah,
Kel,
Hold on before you go. Can I now? Hold on before you go. Please listen to me.
And I
For
want to salute to the gentlemen, both Shep and Looney, for coming up. And y'all might have heard my call because I was thinking in my head, I would love to hear men's perspective on this as well. So
ah,
thank both of y'all for coming up, and y'all brought some good points up.
yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. True. But
Yeah, salute to
everybody
both
know
of
doing it
y'all.
on a different level. But at the end of the day, I'm a misunderstood person. Like yeah, like Shep, I'm married too. But at the end of the day, I go through shit with my relationship and my shit. But at the end of it's like sometimes a man just need a woman to let them know like, hey, no matter how many times you fail, at least you still trying. At least you still,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, you're not just giving
Mm-hmm.
up and going fucking up your life. I'm a fucking alcoholic. Shit, I smoke Black and Miles and weed.
Looney, Looney. May I offer something? I don't mean to cut you off, but may I offer
You
something?
my sister, you know you can.
Be what you want someone to be to you.
And I'm
That's
trying
true.
my best.
Be what you want someone to be to you. That's all that I'm saying. Because here's the thing, the same way that we want love, the same way that we want relationships, how does that look like? What does that look like to you? What does that look like for you? And then be that. And it will come to you. That's what I'm learning in life. I can't be sorry for what I do for a person because I do everything out the kindness of my heart, but at the same time I'm being what I want somebody to be to me. And if they not, I move
Mm-hmm.
on, and if they are, I celebrate it. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's the only way we could really move out here.
Hey, and you my sister, and you forever my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like you had an experience with Lonely Man. You know, it is it's the good in me, and then it's the side that drinks and smokes and be like fuck everything, fuck it,
And
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 you know, but
Go ahead, Sherry.
I do appreciate family. I do appreciate people that truly love me and care for me and wish me well. Like want me to be better than like what they know I should be. So
Mhm.
100% to those people. You know,
What do you think about that though? Do you think that you should be that way?
I
Fuck what we think. Fuck what we think. Honestly,
I
no.
I I
Fuck
I,
what we think.
I
What do you
think
think?
I think I get into the reason why I call myself lonely because I fuck it. I don't have nobody but me. Even like I love my children and stuff like that. I ain't saying that like I forsake anybody in my family or my children or none of that. But at the end of the day, I get in a phase where I love you too, Baba. My daughter came and gave me a hug. But I get into a phase to where like it's just only you. Like I said, that homeless for 10 years type shit, man. I tap into it's just only me. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. But then that be like a different level between myself and that's what make it so hard to like be with somebody when you can't trust yourself, when you really hard felt into yourself, like all the shit you done went through, the women that like the next relationship always gets the worst part of you because everything that you then every relationship you had, you probably done found something new. So that's something that you watch out when you meet the next person.
But do
And
you? But can I ask a question?
yes, ma'am. No, you good. This
Do
not my show, baby.
do you believe that you're worthy to have the type of relationship that you want? Because
I,
the truth that hold on. I know my question is gonna kind of be long.
you good. Nah, you
And forgive me,
you
forgive me.
good. Nah.
But
I gotta learn how to be
but
patient on talking.
but do you feel that you deserve to be loved by whoever the way that you should be? I get that it's you feel this just you, but at some point do you don't think that you deserve to be loved properly or loved in a way that you can say that it's not just you?
I think that anybody I come across should love me. I really do because like genuinely I'm me and nobody else. And but at the end of the day, like if certain situations come about or whatever things, it's difficult. It's difficult because how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? But genuinely, like without the alcohol and everything else, like if a person really knew me and knew my heart, they'll know Mark. They'll know not
So
know Monet. They'll know Mark.
okay, so stop right there because at 1 hour and 45 minutes and 36 seconds in, I need you to go back and replay this and you have resolved your issue.
Look at
Hmm.
you. Oh,
Please donate to the shit. No, I'm just.
Y'all hit that like button. D Shep, I really wanted to talk to you, but when you get a
Yes.
chance, I really wanted to talk to you, D Shep. But Sharon, go ahead and chime in what you wanted to say.
Well, I might have kind of forgot, but let me say. But one of the things I wanted to say, in reference to Looney, and this is just something that I'm learning, that we have a habit of putting ourselves down, and sometimes we got to really take a good look at ourselves and really recognize that sometimes it's that we don't love ourselves who we are. And
so how can we
so
love somebody else? Yeah, my bad. Go
when
ahead, baby.
we when we because I've seen it, and you got to really look deep to see it. We It's certain things that somebody else might have said about us, or remarked about us or whatever, and we start, really putting ourselves down on it. But when we learn to love ourselves, the good and the bad, but learn to really look at both sides and see where we need to improve
Mhm.
ourselves at and really work on ourselves, and we begin to love that part of us, then we're able to draw that love that we really want for ourselves. But we have to love ourselves first, because sometimes it could just be in our mind that nobody else cares, because we done broke ourselves down from what everybody else said we was, instead of really taking a good look at who we are. And
I
you just
love that,
described
Sharon. I
that
love that, Sharon.
who
I
you
love that.
That's
yeah,
true.
and he just described his true self, and that he know if people got to know his true self, they would love him. So he has to really sit down and look at that true self. And
Who
then
is
when
that?
you really know yourself, you learn not to let nobody else break you down. Well, if they don't like me and I know who I am, then that's their loss, not mine.
Mhm.
So you learn how to adjust to that type of thing. And with D Shep, I think sometimes, it's a matter of the growth, and sometimes we can outgrow each other. One might be, trying to progress, and the other one might, not be, or whatever. And so then there's imbalance there. And I believe that we have to really look deep into that thing, because a lot of, even in past relationships, we can look at our parents and stuff like that. They stayed in marriages, but they weren't really happy. And we got
Mhm.
to know exactly what we want to make us happy. And if that person, that person is not showing us what we feel we need, is let them be who they are. We gotta be who we is, and they gotta be who we are. But we gotta look at that relationship and say, is this something that I feel like I can withstand for a lifetime? Or is it things in this that I know I can't tolerate? And then make that decision to do what you need to do to make you happy. Because when it all boils down, it's about self love. Do you love yourself enough not to let somebody else tear you down?
True.
Peace and love to P Moses. Thank you for showing up. Peace and love. Y'all
Can
make
I?
sure you hit that like button. Let me say
Hey,
something real quick. Let me
Mm-hmm.
let me chime in because I'm
Mm-hmm.
just real quick. Let the host get on the shit.
you
Okay,
got
real
she
quick.
talking to Looney y'all. She talking to Looney y'all.
I would say Looney, shut up if that's what I needed to.
I know, but
Okay, so anyway, the second part of the convenient relationship is, can a convenient relationship be healthy? It can be if you guys discuss that and have a mutual agreement. Because we think about convenient relationships, we think about the negative part of it, right? We tend to do that on a, okay, D Shep, I see you. We tend to do that on a lot of subjects. We go right to the negative. So, can a convenient relationship be healthy? Absolutely, as long as there's communication and there's an understanding what the convenience is. Why is it convenient,
Mhm.
and that you guys are growing to that convenience. What the breakdown is, like you mentioned, Sharon, how it becomes unhealthy is if our goals are not the same, we're putting each other down, we're not elevating at the same rate, or even willing to learn and take that responsibility to learn the person. So basically, you can grow apart from somebody. Like Sharon said, I grew apart from my
I
ex
hate
husband.
growing apart. I hate growing apart.
Okay, I grew apart from my ex husband because we were young,
She grew
very
apart from
very
me. She grew
Looney.
apart from Looney.
I'm about to
Okay,
put you on mute.
I know it. I know it. I'm sorry.
Stop. Don't do that.
Mhm.
I'm just playing. I'm
So
just playing.
the I lost my thought. Sorry, I lost my thought, y'all.
Yeah, my brother one, he showed ready to bomb me. I said, wait till Miss Sharon finish. Um,
I forgot my thought, y'all. What was I
when
saying?
you love someone, you just something.
You was talking about growing apart. I know that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Thank you. So I
Mhm.
know because I was young and the convenience of my relationship was based off religion. This is who you had to be married to. This is what it was, a little bit like Saudi. We both loved each other though. Don't get it twisted. And we still have love for each other. But the convenient part was, let's hurry up and get married so that we can be able to do our own things outside of the religious basis, outside of the things. In the process, we allowed that religion to break us down, um, because we started having different views about it. So our thinking changed. So the convenience of the religion is what kept us together. But then when that part, we started breaking that down, they made it inconvenient and we grew apart. So that's definitely how, but like I said, to be healthy, in and we talked about over at Blended Healings. Y'all make sure y'all go over and listen to that. You got to have an agreement and you got to have understanding of each other, because I do know of a people that's inconvenient relationships. She be like, my man pays for this, that, this, and that. She happy. She do her thing, he do her thing, but they're good with it. Like, some people stay together for business purposes.
Mhm.
You understand? They have a business and they like, okay, yeah, we together for this. But if you're actually unhappy and you're not growing and loving yourself, that's when it's unhealthy. Go ahead, Kim.
Would people go where things ain't convenient?
Yeah,
They will, but which one will they go for first?
I had a special guest one to speak though, but they ain't want to interrupt. But they'll speak in a second.
Well, you already interrupted, so go ahead and let them speak.
Oh wow!
I'm just saying.
But they okay. Well, let me be a distraction till they come.
No, don't mess up. We which
And
we talk.
some look, Miss Sherry. Sometimes you can love a person so hard that you know all you ever done in life was love and leave and hurt people. You know what I'm saying? And you can love somebody so hard that you wouldn't even wanna, do them like you done people in the past and shit like that. But at the end of the day, you have your slip ups, like especially under the influence type shit. You have come on, bro. Why you got to sing? Man, speak. Come on, bro. Man, now you good. Come on. I did tell that nigga to speak. This
I'm
nigga,
not gonna tell anybody to do anything, and we're gonna stay on the subject. Okay, that's
yeah,
what
we
we
on
talk
the
about.
subject.
So, go ahead. Who was talking? Sharon.
Oh, that he cool. He I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
he could
fine.
head to work. But no, I mean,
Yeah,
some.
but some. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be done. I'm finna be done. But sometimes you can love a person so much that you would never want to hurt that person like you done hurt people before. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
people want to have that great friend relationship or whatever kind of ship it is that you got with a person. But at the end of the day, if you know the shit that you do, all right, bro, be careful, man. But when you doing shit that you do, it's like you know some. I don't know. I tend to push people away. I don't mean no harm when I push people away from me. It just I rather I don't know because both of them be fucked up
Which
to
the
me.
reason you're pushing them away is because you're feeling like you're not enough, and that's why you have to take that self reflection and look at why you're feeling like that, and really ask yourself that question. Is it something that I feel like I need to be changing in myself, that why I feel like that person is not enough? And I remember one time this guy had told me, he was really liking me and stuff, and he was like, I want a good woman. And I knew he was dipping and dabbing in some stuff, and I'm like, well, I want a good man. So you saying you want a good woman, but I want a good man. So my version of a good man is not some of what you're doing. So
Right,
I can't just accept because you want a good woman, you want me, and you feel I'm a good woman, but you're not the good man that I'm looking for.
right,
Not saying that he wasn't a good man, but it was things that I knew he was doing that I did not want to put myself through.
true.
So
And then,
that's the other thing. And you can
yeah,
really be in love with someone and really want them back, but you got to be able to also accept if they don't feel that same way about you. You got to
yeah,
be able to accept that and move on.
yeah.
Mm.
Like on that part, like you could love the fuck out of somebody, man. But at the end of the day, like it don't always have to be them. It is just the fact you rather keep a friendship than to make a relationship, and y'all go to the second, third, fourth, fifth, all that steps, and soul ties, and then it's still gonna end up. the same way that it would end up if you went on and just been truthful to that person and talk to them about it. Like, well, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, they
Right.
weeks or months or whatever to talk about what the fuck done happened. But instead of going weeks and months of slipping and and lying and playing and hurting somebody, like I don't know though, but Luna finna drop down. I'm gonna let y'all ladies have it, man. I love y'all have a beautiful night. Man.
You as well.
Make
D Shep,
Right. Go ahead.
it
I was gonna
can be
comment on that
that,
too.
and it can also be very powerful. That is so true. And
Mhm.
it takes two, as they say, so if there's an imbalance, it's just not going to work, and we could want it to work all day, but if it's not there, it's not there. And this is what I'm learning, because I've been in that position where I wanted this person so bad or whatever, but then seeing that they really wasn't able to give me what I needed to nourish my soul. Yeah. So
And
yes.
as I
But
mentioned
when
over
it's
at
when it's real, I mean, when it's compatible and you're connecting, it ain't gonna always be 100%. But being able to agree to disagree and still love and all that, it can be a beautiful thing. Mm,
correct. And I agree with this comment because if you go listen to Blended, I put I sorry guys, my allergies. I said that love equals love, love equals peace, love equals pain, love equals hurt, and love equals survival. And then I compared it to a rose. A rose is very beautiful, one of the most beautiful flowers, and it can be in different colors as well.
yes,
But a rose
that's
has
why I love
thorns.
roses so much.
It has
Yes.
thorns, so it can prick you,
Hmm.
it can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? You have to cut it a certain way so it can grow. You got to make sure you don't touch those
Handle
thorns.
it carefully. Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
hey D,
Mhm.
go back. What was the thing that we said that sometimes things may break and they may never be the same, but that don't mean that different is bad.
Exactly. We talked
Mhm.
about that because, like I said, we focus so much on the negative. We like, well, things will never be the same. And I told Kelly, why does that mean that that won't be the same in a good way? Why does it mean that that was the
Mhm.
bad way? So now we're making things better. So it's never going to be that bad way like it was. We made it better.
And shout out to D Shep, and
Right.
I'm saying that kind of toward what D Shep is saying. Even though you grow apart from your wife, like, does that mean it has to be bad or like it could be different though? Like, explore what that different is. That's how you
Mhm.
grow together, because you explored that difference. Because it is different when you married. It is a lot
Mhm.
of work that goes into being married and being with someone.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of work.
So much can come between a marriage, work,
Hmm.
children, just
Yeah.
trying to find that. And sometimes you got to make the time, not
Yep.
find it, make it, because
Make
a
it.
lot of times you might not find it.
Your
Yes.
kids will survive. Your kids will survive a week without you. I
Mm-hmm.
promise you. If you got to go on, I mean, my
Mm-hmm.
husband died, so like we used to do those things when I was married on our anniversaries, goes and take trips and let the kids be at the grandparents for the weekend. You know what I mean? But you grow from things, you lose things, and it has to be different. That different don't have to be bad. In your
Mm-hmm.
situation, you don't have to always, like D said, we do go to the negative. That's the first thing that we go to. And Sharon, that's where I hear you at with that self-love piece. You got to love yourself enough to know you deserve every good thing. You
Mm-hmm.
can't say I don't care
Yes.
what religion you in, what spirituality you take on. There is a piece in that that tells you that things will work out if you believe it. You got to speak it though.
Mm-hmm.
Most people's not
Yeah.
speaking that health over themselves. That most people's not seeing themselves in a light where they can appreciate who they are. And you have to do that with
Mm-hmm.
or without somebody. So that's why I understand where he's
Mm-hmm.
coming in, because he's like, I gotta do this by myself. You right. You
Mm-hmm.
absolutely have to
Mm-hmm.
do this by yourself, but it's worth it. And
Yep.
because you
Yes.
deserve it, you got to love yourself enough to deserve it. Like, I'm a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not just saying or trying to call
Mm-hmm.
out nobody's anything, but I do know a little bit about life. And the part that I do know is you got to work for it at
And
every level.
you create your own reality. I think people really need to focus on that. You
Hmm.
create what
Mm-hmm.
words are very powerful, first of all. So what you say is what you're gonna be, and what you create is what you're gonna make. Create your own reality, but also in the relationships of convenience in order for it to be healthy. That's the communication part. And the
Hmm.
communication, people tend to do this with communication is it means listening, understanding, and also being quiet. I had to learn that.
Say that one
That's
more time for the people in the back. Can you repeat that for the people in the back?
listening, understanding, and being quiet. We have to learn that. And we have to be able to take
Mm-hmm.
especially in a relationship, you should know, hey, this person is looking out for me. Even in friendships, if you really think somebody's your friend, they're going to look and tell you what's right, wrong, or indifferent.
And you should know the
Mm-hmm.
difference.
And
Right. Right.
you should not take that as something negative. I use me and Kelly for an example so much because we experience so much. Like we tell each other, you fucked up, and sharing, too as well. I ain't even go.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call each other out in a minute, and we be like,
Yeah.
you might not want to hear what we have to say. That's the same in marriages and relationships. But if you're not
Hmm.
willing to take that and listen to that, it's gonna make the person feel like you don't want to do anything anyway. So why am I trying to have this relationship?
Hmm.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And I
So,
remember telling somebody before that take a look at, when you got started, when you got married, your wedding pictures, and look at all of that with your partner, especially when you're going through stuff, and really, analyze that, what happened, where did, things go wrong? Do it look like we can mend this thing? Do it look like we can work to get this thing back where we was or better? Yeah. And if the answer is no, then it's time to, separate. And if it's, I believe we can work on it. Well, let's do that.
and also another term that we use as failure or think that's a failure, the word divorce. And me and Kelly talked about this. People use that word divorce like it's a failed marriage.
Hmm.
It's something that. So when you hear people getting divorced, it's like, oh man, but it just might just be the shit did not work out. We grew apart.
Man.
Like we made
Hmm.
me and my ex husband have a better relationship
Hold
not
on,
being there.
D,
Go
hold
ahead.
on. Can I interrupt? Because I was
Yes,
gonna say that. I'm glad I'm just
go ahead.
interrupting you because you said it, so it must have been meant for me to say that. But you have one of the best ex-husbands I know. This man will help you out. He will help me and my kids out. He has helped my boys out through the death of their father. Like, when I tell you he is there to help us out regardless of what y'all been through,
Hmm.
he's been there.
It's
I had,
called maturity and unconditional love.
but you can love somebody and don't have to be with them.
Yep.
I had to,
Right.
and that's what I learned
Exactly.
with him. Like, yeah, I love him. Do we need to be together? Hell, no, no, just kidding.
And he loves us. That's the part
Yeah.
that people think is he loves us. And there's
Mhm.
nothing going on in
Hmm.
between them. Like, he's helped us out. Like, it's I don't get why people make it weird. People act like you got to stay for the kids. You got to, oh, because I got kids. Here's the thing, your kids is seeing your dysfunction right now, and all you're doing is passing this dysfunction down to your kids. So
Right.
now when your kids get in a relationship, they may get beat up this time, and they
Mhm.
going to think it's normal, and then they
Hmm.
just going to go on and do whatever drugs is new out there anyway. So, like, let's repeat the cycle. That's great. But at some
Right.
point, you do got to wake up and be like, you know what, this is not healthy for me. This ain't healthy for my kids. They're watching this. So it don't matter
Hmm.
whether you're staying
Right.
together or not. They need to be able to see what a good example is. Like I said, I'm still a work in progress. Every day I'm working. Every day I'm talking to my kids. Every day I'm talking to D. D be having to check me like 3, 4 times a day.
Mhm.
For real, like Kelly,
We're
okay?
all a work in
You
progress.
know what
Ain't
I mean?
nobody give us no book.
This what I'm telling
None
you,
of us
Sharon, you
was given a
know.
book of how marriage supposed to be, how to be a mother, how to be a
How
father, how to
life.
be a wife. We had to all do it, what they say, on the job training. So there's
Yes.
going to be mistakes and bumps and bruises and all that, but you learn from them. Yeah.
You learn from
Exactly.
it, you grow from it. Because here's the thing that I could say. One thing that I can say, and shout out to Juwan, he's passed away and gone right now. But one thing that I could say is that I wish I would have done a little bit more communicating in that relationship. Communication is essential, it's important.
Yes.
Learn how to do it, revise yourself, refine yourself. Cause I work at it every day. My kids be like, dang, mom, you came at me like this. I'll be like, well, it don't matter. And they be like, well, dang, it do matter. And I'll have to go back and think about it like, okay, maybe it do matter, but I ain't gonna tell them it
Hmm.
matter. But then I do go back and tell them it
But then
matter.
sometimes you gotta show them, cause kids when they look at us, they think we're perfect, and so
Hmm.
Hmm.
sometimes we do gotta let them know, look, I was wrong on that. I'm sorry, and
Hmm.
to show them that we can be acknowledge our faults and all that, and correct them. And this some because sometimes children see it even though we don't let them know, and it causes bitterness in them because they like, oh, well, she be telling me to do this right, and then she don't, see what I'm saying? So we
Hmm.
have to, let them know we all make mistakes, but we got to recognize them and correct.
And that's the healthy part of what we're talking about tonight is this
Hmm.
relationship for convenience. It's convenient that I'm here
Hmm.
living in this house with you. It's convenient you can come to me like 7-Eleven, like I'm open 24/7, and ask me a question and get it ran by me, and I'm not going off. My kids know I used to bust them, and they bust Harpo in his head and ask what's his name later, because ask Mr. later, because
Right.
I bust them upside their head. They be like, well, I didn't. And I'm like, oh, my bad. You act
Hmm.
like y'all always in some stuff, so I know y'all. You know what I mean? That's how I was, but I haven't been like
Hmm.
that in a very long time, and I had to teach myself.
I was
It's
like
me.
that too.
It's me, because I'll pop off on anybody. It wasn't even my kids. It'd be anybody. So I say
They
that
say
because
shoot first and ask question later,
yeah.
right?
So like I know I'm saying this, like I'm saying this to myself, even though I'm talking to people out here that's listening. I'm saying this to myself because I'm still growing through that part of it. You know what I mean? But right now I know,
Hmm.
like Dee said, the communication has to be there. When you communicate, it solves
Hmm.
problems regardless. At least a person can't say, well, they didn't tell me. Yes, they did.
Hmm.
Whether you
Right.
wanted to hear it or not, they said it.
And willing to hear it, and then your actions should start displaying that you. To me, when you love somebody in a relationship or a friendship, and they're telling you something for your benefit, what is your action showing? If you just gonna
Right.
keep doing the same
Right.
thing, that's gonna damage it right there. You damaging because you're not showing that you love me like I love you. Period. That's how I view it. You're not showing me that because
Hmm.
I'm showing you and telling you this is, things you need to work on. This is how we could be better, how we could be a better friend, how we can have a better relationship. Because that's the question. People be like, how can we make it work? Well, we got to take accountability for our actions first.
Hmm.
And then we got to listen to what the person is saying because they could be saying something to help us. And we just
Right.
still behaving and having the same behavior. That just make you be like, I don't even want to be bothered with this. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
isn't there a saying that
Hmm.
says that change behavior is the best apology?
Yep, absolutely.
Because what else can you apologize with? Because you can apologize with your mouth, but as we know, words are words, and people will say they gon' I don't never listen to what nobody's saying. I watch their actions.
Mhm.
You
Hmm.
saying one thing, but your actions just showing something different.
Right.
And
And
believe me, I have been that person too to do that.
me
I'm not
too.
excluding myself from that, but I will tell you what I want.
And I have to be,
Hmm.
I have a very strong personality, well, had a very strong personality of listening to people because I felt that I have to always prove something to everybody. So when I had a friend actually talk to me and be like, this, that, I really listened. Like, and I was like surprised because she had the courage to even tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
she told me a thing or two, and then I listened, and then I applied, and I took everything that the person told me into consideration. I do that even to this day, even if I'm not talking to somebody and we agree to not talk and stuff. I still take those qualities or conversations that we had that you was like, well, because that's what it was. D, you do come off a little harsh, okay. And I know I don't. You know what I'm saying? And I had to really be like, okay, you might be right. So let my actions start to show that. Actions speak so
Mm-hmm.
much louder than words. You cannot sit
Right.
and talk and say this and that and still keep doing the same thing. That don't work with me.
Mm-hmm.
That don't work.
Right.
So that's just, we about to wrap it up, guys. It's
Okay.
it's
Great, great, great. Conversation. Yes. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So any last thoughts, Sharon?
Um. No, I just enjoyed this conversation. I think a lot was brought out on both ends, the women and the men, and definitely food for thought in the relationships. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for always showing up and being present for me. I'm happy when you hit the panel because I know you're gonna talk, and I appreciate you so much.
I
And
know
that's
I'll
what's
be
up.
trying. That shyness get in my way sometimes. Y'all be thinking I ain't shy, but I really
Yeah,
am. But
but
I have to fight it.
I appreciate you. Eric Kills. Any last
Mhm.
words?
Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you so much. I'm learning
Mhm.
more and more about you, and I'm loving you every day.
Same here, same here, Kel.
So
I see
thank
we
you
got
for
some
the
similarities, definitely.
yes, indeed. Thank you for this sisterhood. Thank everybody
Mhm.
that came up to the panel. This is a learning thing. I don't want nobody to think
Yeah,
anybody is slamming anybody. We've all had our
no.
trials and our tribulations, and I'm glad that I can learn from other people because believe me, if I had to learn by myself, I don't know if that would be a good thing. I'd be outside my backyard shooting up
Right.
in the air like bow, 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 they come to get us.
Talk about it.
Where they at? No, but I thank y'all for coming up here and sharing y'all's lives with us and know that, like Dee said, you are the controller of your life. Speak wealth
Mhm.
over yourself. Understand that you deserve every good thing. In 2025, listen to Doja Cat's
I'm sorry, I should have went
Bitch,
on mute,
I said what
but
I
I
said.
said,
Mm, mm,
For
mm, mm,
real,
mm,
if
mm,
that's what you want in your life, you got to call it into what it is and then start acting like you got it. Be what you want because you can't act a certain way and get mad at the results that you get. I'm learning how to
mhm.
speak. I'm learning how to communicate. I'm learning how to take time. I'm learning all of that. And it can be accomplished. That's the thing. Understand y'all can accomplish it. So shout out to everybody in the chat. We growing together. Thank you, D, for the opportunity to
Right.
have us here on the panel. I salute you. Gratitude. That's it.
all right. So shout out to everybody that came out to my sister blended healing. Y'all make sure if y'all did not catch the first part of this, we do a pre-record about the ships. We don't know what it's going to be next week. We just wait for the divine to tell us if things pop up, and we just talk about it. And then we have the Q&A over here. I'm happy to be back at the Love Palace. Make sure y'all check out the network. We doing interviews over there at the network channel. Thank everybody that came to the panel. Kelly, Sharon, Sadi, Lulu, Disha. I appreciate you all so much for coming up and giving your perspective. Also, shout out to the chat. I had almost all the network family, I think, show up in the chat. Maybe a couple of missing, but I appreciate that love and support. And I will continue to show love and support to you guys as well. Final thoughts are in my Miss Renee's voice. If ain't nobody told y'all, that they love you, know that Goddess Dear love you, Sharon love you, Kelly love you. And if you haven't told somebody you love that you love them today, go tell them. And those that you don't love too much, go ahead and tell them that you love them as well. So once again, make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It's free 99. And we gonna end it with "Compensate," the song from my son. Because do you compensate for love? Y'all ask that. My son got a song with that, and we're gonna close out with that, y'all. Thank you for showing up. Peace and love. And we're gonna go out with that song. Here we go. Here we go.
Do you compensate for love? What are you thinking of? Do you compensate for trust? Do you compensate for love? King your higher self. Compensate for love? Do you compensate for love? I compensate cause I know that love's the only law. Relationships break cause we never master flaws. A rush love cause we try to walk before we crawl. It's a trip cause you can high alive and then fall in love. No more falling, it's time to rise in love. Heal your wounds and practice self love. That's the only way we love in the right state. Fairy tales and Disney movies got us loving hella fake. Got us loving hella fake, yeah nigga hella fake. Got you sad like Drake, I know y'all can relate. To be hypnotized, to be the nice guy. Then she leave you high and dry and you wondering why it's happening. Well, tell the truth, stop trying to be captain. Save a hoe, that ain't the way to go. Looking for your Juliet, so you playing Romeo. Love is a rough ride, something like a rodeo. Gotta tell the truth, can't be lying like Pinocchio. Gotta put it all on the table like dominoes. But you gotta elevate the sermons, your portfolio. Shout out to Janet Jackson, that's the way that love go. Now let me speak to the man about something. All I got is his need is just true loving. Plus we need love too, let's quit fronting. Always talking about fuck, bitches get money. It's funny, y'all don't know looking bummy for the honeys and hop on every chick you see like a bunny. Damn, she got ass, I'm tryna be hubby. Damn, if she got class, she far from ugly. It's ugly situations, got you niggas in the drought. Fucked up situations, got you pregnant on the couch. All alone, wondering when he coming home. Checking every move on IG before you blow up his phone. Plus he actually in the car, getting domed from one of your best friends that did the dry snitching about you fucking his best man from your wedding. And now you pregnant and don't know whose it is. So your best friend is fucking your husband cause she was jealous and he just wanted revenge based off what happened to his marriage. So now the question is, do you compensate for love? 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 Compensate for drugs? Do you compensate for all the bull that you talking about over there? Keep it over there. A woman can put a weak man to ruin if her body all he pursuing and pussy is all he choosing to love. Right and wrong, tight, fold, life, every night. Instead of learning her brain and learning her heart and not asking about her pain and all of the dark she been through it. See, that's the issue. A lot of women cold-hearted, more than an igloo. Carrying a past relationship issues and wondering if anyone can fix you. Nah, boo, see, you gotta love yourself when there is nobody else. That's the truest thing that helps. First I had to do it myself. I had to look in the mirror to see a little clearer. Band-aid my wounds and watch how I deliver my love and emotions. Gotta release, can't hold in the pain you felt the first time your heart was broken. Gotta release, 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 just breathe, take a breath, just think, better believe, see it deep, for the kings, yeah,